Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rakah, with us. The monster of the apostles, the monster of the elders, the great millstone, Reuben, touch his truth. Much respect to you, brothers out there, to preach this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of earth. Tabernacle David, hope for elect, and the speckled bird, and one says shalom. So as you see from the title, what's up with the IUIC joining up with the Nation of Islam, man? That's bugged out. That's out of order. You know, if you call yourself, following this truth, you should understand that's holding hands with a person that's serving another god of wood and stone, right? That cobblestone, that vagina, all right? And oftentimes, what do you hear from the IUIC? Law, 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 right? You hear law, 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 law. But when you see how they conduct themselves, right? Someone being false accusers, right, with the great doctrine. And now, this new thing, as brothers have covered it, this new thing, which really, can we say it's new? All right? Because haven't we seen them, if I'm not mistaken, marching with the Slacky, who was they marching with? Hey, just marching in general, right? That's out of order, right? Because you got all those men. And none of the street corners is filled up. But it came back to me, Thawada Yahweh. I believe they was marching with Masons, right? Other cats worshiping another god in wood and stone, right? And now we seeing with the Nation of Islam, which as the brothers have went into it, right? They're trying to lump us in with the Nation of Islam because we don't move carnally, right? We had a Edomite the other day come up to the camp. Well, he was driving by, inquiring what we were doing. And he was like, oh, don't hurt nobody. Hey, shalom, brother. Yahweh Simeon Dominicans. But yeah, this Edomite came to the camp the other day inquiring about the truth. And, he exposed himself to be an Edomite through the spirit. But, he was all butthurt. He was like, oh, man, don't hurt nobody. It's like, we don't move like that, man. Your people move like that. And so with these, other Israelite camps, like the IUIC, hey, they moving strangely, man. And so, we see the play. They're trying to lump us in with the Nation of Islam. And, hey, what's going to happen is they're going to use that to roll on us, man. Right? So, hey, I'm going to get this scripture real quick in 2 Ezra 14 and verse 13. Now, therefore, set thine house in order and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. And that's what we do, right? When you come into this truth, you renounce corruption and you get your household in order, right? Understand the times that we coming into, man, because it's going to be crazy out here, man, right? Don't be surprised they put a bounty upon your head, man, right? These are the times that we coming into. So get your household in order, renounce corruption. And once again, going back to IUIC, they always saying law, 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 right? Law, law, law. But you joining hands with the Nation of Islam, man. Make it make sense, man. Let go from the mortal thoughts and cast away burdens of man. Put off now, therefore, the weak nature. Put off the weak nature, man. Right? The Lord told Job, gird up thy loins as a man. Right? When you come into this truth, you gird up thy loins as a man. Right? As the scriptures speak of, when I was a child, I spake as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Right? We're still seeing childish activities from these other camps, man. They have not grown up. right? Let's see, verse 15, set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, haste thee to flee from these times, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter, right? These are the times that we're speaking of, man, right? It's going to be all hell breaking loose out here. Slakia, the scriptures speak of judgment must happen first in the house of Israel, man. Those that know that they're Israelites. So be prepared to see some things come down, right? Be prepared to see, you know, see these false prophets get judged, man. And Yahweh Ratazah, of those men will have protection. You know, however the Lord set up our movie, all right, our role in the movie, right? We just pray to the Lord, you know, whatever the Lord throws at us, we endure it. But keep on pushing this truth. Don't be like these other camps joining hands with the nation of Islam. That's out of order, which I'm going to get in a second. For look how much the world shall be weaker through AIDS, so much more shall evils increase upon the earth that dwell therein. These are the times that we're coming into where so much evils are going to be upon the earth. We're seeing it now. And this is just going to gradually rise more and more. For the time is fled away, and leasing is hard at hand. Now hasten the vision come, which thou hast seen. So, hey, these times is coming, man. I'm going to get the scripture that I quoted earlier, right? This is pretty much one of the points, right? In 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 14, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Check this. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness, man? What you doing holding hands with these people, man? What you doing marching with these people? You know, you got a lot of these other cats out here, you know, they don't want to come into the truth because it's all about what you're going to do, for the community, man. It's all about the elect, right? The Lord is dealing with the elect. Only the elect is going to get this, right? You go out there and have a little food drive. That's the only way that they're going to come in, man. They're coming in for the food. They're not coming in to be fed by the word of Yahweh Bashmiel Shah, right? Let's see. For what fellowship, you already read that. And what concord have a Mashiach with bailiff? Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel or unbeliever, man? Why are you holding hands with these people, man? Make it make sense, right? And what agreement with the temple of power with idols? And ye are the temple of the living power. As power have said, I dwell in them, walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them. That's what the Lord said. Come out from among them. Check this. Be ye separate, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shah, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. The Lord said, be separate from these people, man. You're not supposed to be out here conducting yourself as the world. You know, you see these cats out here. The Sakari, right? They over there. I was watching them the other day, you know, just peeked the little video since it was on my feed. They got the hats on. I think in the past, maybe even still now, they had the guns out. You know, you looking like the world, man. Right? When you preaching and prophesying, you ain't supposed to have a hat upon your head, man. You can have a headband, you can have your little mitri, right? But a whole hat, that's out of order, man. You looking like the world, right? The Lord preached against that, man. Let me see, verse 18, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashmiel Shah Almighty, right? So we supposed to be separate from these people, man. We're not supposed to be joining hands with them. That's out of order, right? That is out of order, right? Any Israelite that's out here joining hands with these people, joining hands with these people that serve these other gods of wood and stone and telling you that it's okay, they out of order. They are not men to be following, right? As we read Proverbs 11 and verse 21, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Now, oftentimes, you know, a lot of times we may use this, you know, for Edomites, you know, being joined into the ways of Babylon the Great as well. But in this aspect, using it for the nation of Islam, man, right? You Israelites that are in that doctrine, right? You're going to be put down. And you Jakes out there that claiming that you in this truth, and you telling the people that it's okay to hold hands with them, go out there and preach with them, go out there, you know, whatever y'all doing, you're out of order, man. You're going to be destroyed, right? Matter of fact, Job 12 and verse 16, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceive and the deceiver are his. This is why you have a lot of these cats that's in these other camps, man. When they see that their leader is going off, right? When they see their leader going off, they don't bat an eye, right? That's pretty much how the Lord has set it up. Because you got to realize, Nation of Islam, that's one of them, Christianity, some of these other Israelite camps, that's not preaching the true doctrine, right? They are set up to gather up the sheep that the Lord doesn't want, right? When you're out there marching with the IUIC, man, you should be questioning, why ain't I out here on the highways and byways giving out this word, man? You got all those men, and none of them out there on the highways and byways doing that work, right? Let's see, shoot, we get a little bit in Proverbs 11 here. It's Proverbs 11 and verse 19, as righteousness tendereth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death. You see that? You pursuing evil, right? You telling people it's okay to hold hands with these people. You're pursuing your own death. And anybody that's following them, you're pursuing your own death. That's just how the Lord has set it up, right? It's verse 18. Let's see, like I said, I'm jumping around here and there. Proverbs 11 and verse 18, the wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. You see, right? These dudes are working a deceitful work, telling you it's okay to join hands with these people, man. That is not okay. But YAHARAHLA, we of those men, right? YAHARAHLA, we get those new bodies, that spiritual power, that protection, right? We have a sure reward coming up to us, man. So be prepared to see some things come down the pipeline, man. Right? Be prepared to see some crazy things, man. Once again, they trying to lump us up with these people. And we understand somehow, some way, they got to make the ministry blame. You know, the accuser of that brother must come down upon us somehow, some way. And we all know it's bound to happen, but hey, at least we here to call out the bullshit, right? Let's see, this is Proverbs 11 to verse 14, where no counsel is, the people fall, right? I'm bringing this out because, hey, these dudes ain't real leaders, man. They leading you unto your death, man. Khan, Shalom, Elder. YASHAMIAHLA, Barakatah, right? Yeah, I was just watching your video just yesterday, man. Sparked me to do this lesson, man. The water for the edification, man, always. Right? Going back to it, Proverbs 11 and verse 14, where no counsel is, the people fall, but the multitude of counselors, there is safety, right? Apostles and elders and brothers on down, the elder bishops, the bishops, man. Hey, they've been feeding us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Right? And they've been telling us and showing us how to conduct ourselves as men within this truth, how to move, right? Do our lessons, right? Go out there on the highways and byways, you know, the true breakdown of the scriptures. But we seeing with these other cats, man, they off, man, right? One group is telling you that you could go out there, you know, have a hat on and preach, you know. One's telling you you can hold hands with the Nation of Islam. That's off, right? Once again, they got some of the people that's in Islam, man. They go over there and they worship that little vagina, man. Come on, man. It's madness, man. Madness. And you okay with that? Make it make sense. What else? You got Sakari. Oh, we don't believe in the writings of Paul, but when you getting cut, you bring out the writings of Paul. Like make it make sense, man. So Thawada YASHAMIAHLA for our apostles and elders and brothers on down, man, constantly, daily, for the most part, giving us that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and showing us how to conduct ourselves as men within this truth, right? This is Proverbs 11 and verse 3. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of the transgressor shall destroy them. You see, so one side, if the Lord is dealing with you, he's going to guide you, man. He's going to guide you to the right direction. You know, how to Yahweh desire to get that salvation, man. Yahweh desire, you're of that number, man. But the 2/3, right? These other dudes that's just playing, hey, let's just face it, man. They playing around in this truth, man. They playing around with you. They really making a mockery of you, man. Right? Once again, you preaching law, and the Lord speaks against holding hands with these people, these infidels, man. But yet you doing it, man. Make it make sense. All right? Make it make sense, man. All right? So, you know, I just wanted to bring that out real quick. You know, stay on your P's and Q's, stay on your toes, man. Watch out, man. Hey, don't be surprised. Some things come down the pipeline, man. Once again, they're trying to lump us up with these people, right? Lump us up with the Nation of Islam, you know, dudes that are moving carnally, right? We don't move carnally, right? We wait upon the Lord to give us that trumpet, man. You know, we wait upon the Lord to give us that spiritual power. But hey, we just preaching the word, man. Like we told the Edomite that came to our camp the other day, man. He's like, oh man, don't hurt nobody. we had to get on him like, man, we don't move carnally, man. We don't move like that, man. Right? Let's look at the record. Your people move like that. Your people go around and burn crosses and crosses in people's yards, man. Go around lynching and hanging people, right? Let me see. IUIC is the only camp, ain't 24 hours Bible teaching. Are you? What you mean? They going 24 hours teaching the Bible? I'm not sure what you mean. But I can tell you this, you know, the brothers of GMS, right? You can expect videos daily, man. Videos daily. Hey, easy 1,000 videos a week, man. Constant edification a week, man. Right? All right, Slakia about that. Smarter than the most with 24 hours Bible teaching. Yes. Hey, if those are people that you follow, hey, those are people that you follow, man. Right? I'm going to get this scripture again, and I'm going to close out. Job 12 and verse 16, with him is strength and wisdom, the deceiver and the deceiver are his, man. All right? The Lord has set up men out here to gather up the sheep that the Lord does not want. Right? Hey, if those are the dudes that you dance to the tune to, hey, that's how the Lord set it up for you, man. Oh, you said they're the biggest biblical Bible platform on the clubhouse. Hey, that's how the Lord set it up, man. Right? You gotta realize the elect is a small number compared to the 2/3, man. And matter of fact, a lot of 2/3 are going to be some of those that know that they're Israelites, man. That's just how the Lord set it up, man. They're not giving you the true name. The true name of the Lord is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? They're not giving you the true name. They giving you cheese and rice, man. Right? It's a bunch of madness, man. Right? But anyways, I gotta close out because I gotta run real quick. So Yahweh desires an edifying lesson. Want to give all praises going on to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rakak Wadash, and the Wa Abba Babal Shalom.